people think that they are, their body, or they define themselves as their body, or they define themselves as their name, or they define themselves something, which is the moment you define yourself as anything, you kind of create yourself as a very limited being, whereas in truth you are an infinite being. Okay, so if you really desire to live an abundant life, the fundamental change that I would invite you to, ponder upon is like, are you really something, some finite being, or are you really your name? Are you really your body, or are you really, what you have defined yourself as, or you are an infinite being, maybe playing all these roles. So, as an infinite being, what is that you are not? Nothing. So, as an infinite being, you get to be everything. You are everything. Now, when say for example, how do you know that you are really being an infinite being, or you haven't yet chosen it? So, one thing which will start showing up in your life when you start becoming an infinite being is you won't react at all. Like nothing would be some kind of have that effect on you. Which will contract you or something. So, for example, if somebody says, "Oh, you are so mean," and you go, "How dare he said that? Why did he say that?" And like the moment you went into that energy, why people see me like that? That's when you know, okay, I'm not being an infinite being. And every time like, do you get that, how much we do that in our life? Like when somebody says something we don't want to hear, or when somebody judges with something that we have not done, or we have done, or whatever, and we kind of contract, and we don't want to see them, or we don't want to hear that, or whatever. That's when you know that you are not being an infinite being. And the limitation of that is that you stop your receiving. You do not allow yourself to receive everything that you have been asking for, that you desire to have in your life. See, it is like this, like it's like you are going to somebody's house, and you tell them, what, if I come to your house, make sure that these people who are the parts of that house are not there. Okay, so do you really think the door of that house will be open for you when you tell somebody like that? No, you are not welcome. You don't. Nobody would like you to have that. When you say, "Okay, I don't want this in your house. I don't make sure when I come to your house, only this thing is there in your house, and only you are there in your house, or only this person." You see, you are asking all the things that you think is bad to go away from that house. Then only you will, go there, and whatever you will receive, whatever they have to offer. See, exactly like that we do when we say, what, I don't want this, I don't want to be that, I don't want to be this, I don't want to be that, and I don't want this behavior, I don't want that. When you say all this energy, you are continuously contracting. And we often, do that in our day-to-day life, which keeps us from having an abundant life. So how do we change this? Literally, it's a muscle. Again, like I'm also practicing it, and the more you practice it, that it instantaneously changes that. So once you start applying it, you will see, wow, what a tool. You will fall in love with this tool, because it instantaneously allow you to be that potency, the power, the magic, the miracle that you are. And you have always been desiring to be that, but somehow you felt that only people who have grown to that much, or only people who have very evolved can do that and all that. No, it's not true. Like anybody can choose to be that energy if you just use this tool and allow you and acknowledge this, that as an infinite being, I have to be willing to be everything. Like even if you don't like somebody in, like if there are 10 people in a house and you don't like 5 of them, so what? You can go and just receive them also when you are there, and then not think about them at all when you are out of that. So it's like that's what the muscle that we need to build to have an abundant life. How do you build that muscle? Every day you have that opportunity, you have that possibility to build that muscle in your life. So, for example, somebody did something and you got pissed off, and you got irritated, angry, whatever. Just close your eyes or whatever, like where you are, just go, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be to be this, and like with total ease. Everything that is times a godzillion, destroyed and created all. Right, wrong, good, bad, part, part, all nine, short, points, and beyonds. Do this few times till that energy changes. You know what is going on exactly? You are refusing to be that energy, to be that space, and to be that consciousness that is right now showing up in front of you. And you say, you know what? I'm not going to be this energy, this space, this consciousness, okay? So I want to be this energy, this space, this consciousness, which I already am. So basically, you keep yourself from expanding, you know? Like you if you, just for an analogy, we can use ocean. Like if you look at ocean, there are all kinds of things in the ocean. Ocean doesn't go, like okay, I won't have this, I won't have that. It's so huge, so humongous that nothing would affect it. No matter what you put inside, everything will go and find its own place. So what if we become like that? And it is possible, my friend. It is possible. Only thing is, when do you choose it? Okay, so that's one example. Like for example, throughout the day, when something bothers you, when something pisses you off, when something where you find yourself, I'm reacting here, I'm contracting here, instantaneously go, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be to be this with total ease. So remember, I'm asking about being it. When you be that energy, you will always have choice to choose it when you would like to choose it, and you will be so conscious when you're choosing it. And when others choose it, you will never react to that, you will never contract, and you will always know that beforehand if they are going to choose it. So you will, it's like so beautifully said by Mr. Gary, is that awareness is the greatest protection. So most of the time people keep themselves from being aware of everything around them because they have so much judgments about everything around them. And how do we remove these judgments that we have and that we kind of, that limits us so much? Is by willingness to be everything, So willingness to be everything is a muscle that we build. Like for example, if you went for a shopping and you find something and you didn't like that, and you said, oh my God, this is so ugly, like, oh my God, I don't like this. Instantaneously stop yourself and go, what energy, space, consciousness can I be to be this energy with total ease? When you be that energy, even that thing that you think you don't like can be a huge contribution to your life. And those people who like that so much, you can receive them and you can receive everything they have to offer, including money. Can you imagine if you if you allow yourself to be everything, you can receive everybody. So that will show up in your business, that will show up everywhere, that will show up in your relationship. People will somehow feel included in your reality, but you will always have a choice. And the best part is, you are expansive all the time, you are joyful all the time. It takes some time, it requires commitment to build this muscle. You might learn this today and you might use it 10 years from now. It's okay. Allow yourself to be that energy also. Okay, when you judge yourself, now why don't I use everything I know? Stop and go, what energy, space, consciousness can I be to be this energy with total ease? Allow yourself to be, to be everything, to be everyone, to be every situation, to be every kind of energy. You know what, friend, sometimes I personally know this for sure, that that's what our prime target is here. To be the abundance, to be the magnificence that universe is, because we are also universe. But what we have done is we have defined ourselves as something, like some people have defined themselves as a role of a mother, father, brother, sister, or husband, wife, or whatever. Some people have defined themselves as a name, some people have defined themselves as a job or whatever, and you can play all those roles with total ease when you are willing to be an infinite being. And some people have defined themselves as soul or whatever, so apply this tool. If you really practice it, for, say for example, you try this, okay, I'm going to try this for a week or 10 days and I'll see what shows up in my life. Like if you acknowledge, like I think we have reached so far scientifically to acknowledge this, that everything is energy. Like we don't need any proof, we don't need anything, anybody others to tell us that, okay, now prove me that everything is energy. We have reached that much level of awareness, so if everything is energy and your energy level increases with anything, what is going on exactly? You are willing to receive more. You can receive more now. See, one thing, like I said so many things, one thing, okay. The one thing, okay, pocket pot. So you see, it's like, if you are willing to be everything, then you can receive everything. And receiving everything doesn't mean that you have to receive everything, okay? I'm not saying that. Then you can receive everything, that includes everything you're asking for. So you have to be that first. See, nature goes like that. We plant the seed first, then we water it, and then we eat the fruits, isn't it? We never say, no, first give me the fruits and then I will only. It doesn't go that way. It's always, when you change your energy, things start changing outside. That has to match. So beautifully said by Einstein, if you match the frequency of your desires, even universe can't stop you from having that, maybe somewhere around what he said, not exactly. So that's what, that's the gift of this particular tool. When you apply this, you start expanding. So I would like to remind you, use this every single solitary time when you are judging. That's the moment you got to ask this question. When you're judging you, when you're judging others, use this question, use this, and keep doing this till you get that space and you say, you know what, I don't react anymore. So apply this and you will be surprised how phenomenal this tool is. So use this exact question: what energy, space, and consciousness? Okay, sometimes we add choice and all that, but in this case you will use what energy, space, and consciousness can I be to be this energy with total ease for all eternity. And then everything that is times a godzillion, will I destroy and create it all? And say yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all nine short boys and beyond. So this right, wrong is an excess clearing statement, which what basically it does is clears the energy that shows up, those limitations that shows up energetically. And if you want to know more about it, you can log on to theclearingstatement.com. I'll put the link in the description and play with this tool, and we'll see you with another tool. And in the next week. And I was, wondering upon what are those tools that I really know for sure will help anybody to create an abundant life. So I am following my knowing here. Let me know how is it going for you, let me know in the comment section below. And I'm so grateful for all of you who have shared with me the contributions these videos have been to you personally in my WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been an honor to share this with you. And I'm so grateful for Access Consciousness to give us these amazing tools which are so simple, so profound, and can change things instantaneously as if by magic. Bye-bye.